Hi there folks, it's Toni Gatlin with RedPenTravelers.com. Today I want to share an announcement with you about the kind of leather that I've been using and a new option going forward. So I've got here two notebooks made from undyed leather. The slight color difference is just because this one is a little bit older. It's been in my workshop for a while. I've used it as a sample for a little while here. And so it's had some light exposure, and it's also been handled quite a bit and been conditioned a couple times. This one I just made yesterday, so it is brand new and has not developed any patina at all. So it's still the cleanest, brightest, lightest color that leather could ever be. But something I want to show you about the notebooks. This one is using the leather that I've used from the very beginning of the company, and it is a 6 to 7 ounce European leather, and the ounces just indicate the weight of a given dimension of leather. So this leather would weigh 6 to 7 ounces in that given dimension. So what that means in terms of thickness is that the 6 to 7 ounce is going to be somewhere in the vicinity of 2.5 millimeters thick, or to be more precise, 2.4 to 2.8 millimeters in thickness. And this is really a good, durable, thick, substantial feeling thickness that's wonderful for making books, which is what I make. I mean, you wouldn't make a purse or anything out of this because it's just too bulky, but for a book, it's great. Now, it does mean that it has some heft to it. And I got to the point where I didn't even like carrying a notebook in my purse anymore because it was adding so much weight, and I don't like to carry a heavy bag. So I wanted to check and see if I could make the same kind of notebook in a thinner leather and get the same results. And the happy news is that I can. So this is a 4 to 5 ounce leather, which means the thickness is 1.6 to 2 millimeters. And let's compare them side by side, and you can see how much thinner that is. See if we can get them lined up here. You can see there's quite a bit more thickness in this original one. And so that means that this is thinner, lighter, has a little more floppiness to it because it is thinner, doesn't have quite as much bulk. So that means you can have a similar notebook with a similar level of durability, but not so much weight. And to demonstrate that pretty dramatically, I'm going to pull out my postal scale here, and we'll just look at the numbers. So let's power that up. And I'm going to take the original notebook. These are identical except for the weight of the leather. They've got identical elastic eyelets. They're the same size. They're both Field Notes size. So this original one, using the 6 to 7 ounce leather, that one weighs in at 3.2 ounces. So let's take this one. Let's let it recalibrate for a second. This one comes in right at 2 ounces. So you can see that this one is a full third heavier than, actually no, that math is wrong. This is 50% heavier than the 5 ounce option. So you can just extrapolate that out. The bigger the notebook is going to be, the bigger that weight difference will be as well. So if portability and having a lightweight product is a priority for you, you definitely want you will definitely want to consider the lighter leather. And it's going to be an option on all the sizes, all 10 sizes that we have, and it will be an option with all of the add-on features as well. If you want to get a closure tab or the premium spine, you can do that with the lightweight leather. So if you order a 5 ounce notebook, you're going to get all those accessories cut out of a 5 ounce leather as well. So I'm not going to be kind of cobbling together different sizes. They're going to be consistent. So a 7 ounce notebook will have 7 ounce features added on that as well. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's something that I wanted to share with y'all going forward. I had hoped that this would allow me to cut the price down as well as the weight, but the unfortunate reality is that the thickness of the leather doesn't really affect the price that much. It is only marginally less expensive to buy the thinner leather. So I was disappointed to see when I did my calculations that it didn't mean that there was room for a discount. So they will be priced the same. You'll just be able to choose when you order your notebook whether you want the thicker leather or the thinner. But think about that if you are looking at something that you want to carry, especially a small size, in your purse or pocket. So if you combine that with some lightweight inserts, maybe some of the very thin specialty papers, that could give you a very lightweight setup for your everyday carry. So think about that. If you've got questions, let me know. This is a brand new product, so I'm sure there will be people asking all kinds of different things. So let me know what is most important to you, and I will do my best to answer. You can leave a note in the comments below or send me an email, and I will get back with you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.